Hi guys, how we doing? So I felt that it might be a good idea to talk about what's been going on with me. Now that I feel like I'm in a space that I can do that. This is kind of stuff that women don't talk about. It's kind of stuff that women feel they can't talk to other women about or to other people about, and men find icky. Okay, but there are some men out there who are very supportive of their partners, etc., and do everything that they can to learn about this stuff, so you are most welcome in this space as well. Over the last few years, I have had an issue where I've been gaining weight without any actual reason, and as much as I've asked for the doctor's help, etc., nothing has happened, and they've done nothing. And I've literally been treated as if I was hiding Mars bars under my pillow, okay, until last year. And last year I had a incident that lasted 4 months, that required me to go to hospital several times, that required several blood transfusions, and scared the living bejesus out of me, out of Tanny, out of my son, out of my family, out of my friends, out of the hospital, because they'd never seen anything quite like what was going on with me, as it just wouldn't stop. And it didn't matter what medication they gave me or anything like that. I've been very suspicious that I have been, perimenopausal or premenopausal for about 4 or 5 years at this point, because of the excessive weight gain and other things. And we've been dealing with, behind the scenes, we've been dealing with this other issue over the last sort of 8 to 10 months. It's why I had to stop with the collaborations last year. It's why I stopped putting out content for most of at the end of last year, apart from Vlogmas, which I kind of pushed myself to do because I was sitting here doing stuff anyway, so I wanted to do that. Unfortunately, what people don't tell you about menopause is that you tend to go a bit loopy. And unfortunately, week before last, I had an incident where I actually blacked out. Don't remember what I was doing. Came round back into myself in the kitchen and discovered that I was not doing anything very positive towards myself. I was doing something quite negative towards myself, and I had to talk myself out of it. This was, nothing that has actually been going on in my head. This is just something that occurred on that occasion. So of course, emergency services were rung. We got mental health crisis team on, rang the doctor, they came over to the house, and I was diagnosed with PMDD. PMDD is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. And unfortunately, basically what that means is when a woman is about to hit that part of her cycle for the 2 weeks beforehand, it can send her absolutely mental and suicidal. Okay, now I know that's a word that YouTube doesn't like, and you know what, it's the truth at the end of the day. I'm not going to lie about it. This is an informational thing, and it's very personal to me. Okay, so I felt that it's necessary to talk about this. It means that you can lose your temper at the drop of a hat, that your hormone levels are way out of whack, and it can start from the first time that you go into puberty as a female. It's basically PMS on steroids. Okay, so at the moment I'm dealing with that, which is PMS on steroids, and menopause, which is also PMS on steroids, and ADHD paralysis, which is probably brought on by these other things, which is making life incredibly difficult right now. And I'm having to deal with doctors, which I don't like doing, and I'm having to look at taking certain medications which I don't like doing. And I'm looking to be doing a whole heap of stuff that I really don't want to do. Okay. So I have taken a bit of a step back. My latest collaboration videos, I will still be doing the small space gardening collaboration because I really love doing my gardening and it gives me a reason to do something. But I will be stepping down from other collaborations until such time as this is all, like, over the next couple of months, while things settle down a bit with any new medications and stuff that I'm given to do. I need to get my head back in order. It's very difficult to do that at the moment, and I probably have about 4 functional hours in my day, which isn't a lot. It really isn't a lot. So yeah, if you don't see me around social media much, I've taken everything off my phone. I no longer have any social media on my phone. So my phone is basically a phone at this point. And somewhere I can play Candy Crush, okay? And Pokemon, because, you know, Pokemon. Anywho, so that's basically what's going on, is I'm having to deal with all of this. Now, if I was still working, I would probably have to quit my job at this point. So anyone tells you that women's hormones and issues are not that special and not that important, feel free to tell them to bugger off, because I really don't know what they're talking about. Okay? At the moment, I am fighting for my mental health. I'm fighting for my physical health, and I'm trying really hard to keep on top of things, but I can't. And that's an issue, because I only have around 4 functional days in my month because of all of this. 4 functional days, 4 functional hours. That is not a good thing, you know. So please be aware that I will do what I can as I can. I have a few videos that are scheduled to come out, and I will be scheduling videos. I'll be doing a lot more silent videos, and just let me know if you've been enjoying those, because I'm finding it quite difficult to keep a focus on what I'm saying. I'm doing this at this time of the morning because this is the most functional you're gonna get me right now. But I do want to thank everyone for their messages and such, and keeping in contact and all of that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate it very, very much. I understand that this is a very icky video for a lot of you. But at the end of the day, it's truth, and it's my truth, and it's 51% of the population's truth, to be honest. Because we all have to deal with it, and some of us deal with it in better ways than others, and some of us sail through it without a problem. You know, you might get the odd hot flash here and there and a little bit of brave fog, but nothing like what I'm dealing with right now. So I am still working on the wellness for healthiness stuff. It's just taking a bit of time while I get myself back on track. All of this stuff has meant that I haven't been able to do as much cooking as I normally do. So Tanny's been in charge, which has completely derailed everything, can I just say, because Tanny's in charge, okay? You know, but he's also been an absolute rock during this time. So if you do have someone in your life with PMDD or premenopause and stuff like that, understand it's not something that just comes and goes, because it doesn't come and go. Premenopausal symptoms can happen up to 10 years. Menopause can take 10 years to go through. Yay! You know, and if you've got PMDD, do go and get help from the doctor. If you think that your PMS symptoms are excessive, and I mean excessive, I mean like throwing things, thinking about damaging people excessive, or all of a sudden going so low that you just can't see a way to dig yourself out, get help. Get help. It is out there, but only 8% of women have this. Okay, it's not something that happens every day. It is only 8% of women. And, you know, I have a history of certain things. So, here we are. Okay, so take it easy, guys. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And, ladies, I am going to be starting a Blues Red Tent group on Facebook in the next week. It will be private. You will have to answer questions to get into it. and there will be it is absolutely a women's space only, biological female space only. Okay, because we need to have a safe space where we can talk and talk about the things that matter to us, so that we don't feel alone. Okay, and I will talk to you guys later. See, and the link will be down in this description, and I will put something out on the community tabs. So yeah, I'll try this again. I'm gonna go now. I love you guys heaps. Take it easy. Mwah.